Um, so if you're a documented immigrant, that means you have access to a social security card, work authorization. You often have a path to permanent residency and a path to citizenship. If you entered this country, if you came on a visa and overstayed your visa, and therefore now are technically in the country illegally, or if you entered over the border without receiving any documentation, um, you're considered an illegal immigrant. But you're actually an undocumented immigrant, and part of the problem is that we have an outdated and inefficient immigration system. We haven't had any meaningful update to our immigration system since 1965. And so for the majority of people to try to find a legal pathway to access permanent residency or citizenship, they need to engage in a process that might not come to fruition within their lifetime. The system is that protracted and inefficient. So, for some people, there are ways to do it, and for others, there aren't. And I think, if somebody is an undocumented immigrant living in this country and they commit a crime, some kind of a violent crime, they ought to be deported for sure. But I think it is really it's incorrect for us to label anybody who's here that is living and working, raising a family, starting a business, paying their taxes, living peacefully, and contributing to the American dream. To label them as criminals is really wrong on our part. I would argue that they are more victims of our outdated and ineffective immigration system, because the reality is also that our economy depends on 1 million new people entering the workforce every year to keep our economy afloat. And so we absolutely need all these immigrants who are coming here in whichever way they are arriving. And so it's really incumbent upon us to figure out how to make our system work so that we can utilize the labor that they're offering to our different workforce systems that we have, tremendous workforce shortages in many areas. So, this idea that they're going to have mass deportations right now is really crazy and fear mongering and potentially going to cause tremendous harm, not only to the families that will be impacted, but to our economy as well. So. We need to, I think we need to, any way we can, speak out against this system and advocate that that immigration reform take place properly, so that we can continue to welcome and take advantage of the love and labor that immigrants bring to this country.